Hello everyone and welcome to Mountain Lake Journal. I'm Tom Halleck. With the midterm elections right around the corner and the campaign season beginning to heat up, this past week several political heavyweights were here in the North Country, including the president.
The 45th President of the United States, President Donald Trump.
Flanked by members of the 10th Mountain Division, President Trump came to Fort Drum on Monday to sign the recently passed defense bill.
The National Defense Authorization Act is the most significant investment in our military and our warfighters in modern history. There is no better place than right here at Fort Drum to celebrate its passage. No better place. After years of devastating cuts, we're now rebuilding our military like we never have before.
Helicopters and soldiers put on a display on the tarmac to show the president the might of the 10th Mountain Division. Trump then praised the troops for their service in Iraq and Afghanistan.
You were the first conventional combat force to deploy after 9/11. Since then, no division in the Army has been deployed more times to Iraq and Afghanistan than you. You've sent over 9,000 courageous soldiers to 26 different countries, all around the world in the past year alone. Through it all, you've proven to the world, to our country, to your families, that Fort Drum soldiers aren't just tough, you're mountain tough.
The president invited members of the 2nd Brigade combat team to join him on stage as he signed the $717 billion National Defense Authorization Act for 2019 that includes a $24 billion increase in spending and, among other things, increases in soldiers' pay by more than 2.5%, the largest pay increase for the military in about a decade. It also includes funding for 77 F-35 fighter jets, some of which will be stationed at the Air Guard base in Burlington. Mr. Trump was invited to visit the Army base last spring by North Country Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who sits on the House Armed Services Committee. At the signing ceremony, the president said she was the driving force behind his trip.
I have to tell you about Elise. She called me so many times. I said, I don't want to take her call. She wanted me to be here. I said, I won't be able to. We'll have to change a lot of scheduling. But that didn't suit her. She didn't stop, and here I am.
And with the bill signing event closed to the public, demonstrators gathered at Public Square in nearby Watertown, where they held up signs and heard from speakers critical of the president's priorities when it comes to military spending and many of his health care and environmental policies. And if you'd like to watch the president's entire speech from Fort Drum, you'll find it on our website at mountainlake.org.
You're out, get out, you're fired, get out.